My name is Darren Korb, and I'm the audio director for Supergiant Games, and we make a game called Bastion. And Bastion is an action role-playing game. It's a post-apocalyptic fantasy, and basically what happens is there's a catastrophic event. It's a real catastrophe that tears the world apart, and basically you play as this kid, wake up floating on a rock in the sky, and then you start making your way to the Bastion, which is this safe haven where everybody agreed to go in case of disaster. And when you get there, you discover there's only one other survivor, and together you decide to try and put the world back together. We knew pretty early on that we wanted to make a 2D game, and that games that really inspire us are a lot of the late era Super Nintendo games. You know, that we thought those were some of the most beautiful, fun to play games. And our artist Gen Z is heavily influenced by kind of painterly, kind of Japanese art style in a lot of games. And so she's done basically all the art in the game that you see. And so yeah, it was. That's kind of how we arrived at the 2D hand-painted thing that we went with. Yeah, so from a design standpoint, that kind of serves as our fog of war mechanic. So it allows us to obscure areas you haven't visited yet in a way that works into the fiction of the game world. And it also allows us to create a situation where you don't have to look at a map constantly to know where to go next, because it'll kind of give you a hint where to go. If you see some tiles start to come up, you know that you can walk in that direction. So gameplay for Bastion, it's a skill-based action RPG, more than something like a Diablo, say, which is very stat-based, where you have to do a lot of quick dodging and moving and things like that. And we wanted the controls to be really responsive, so I think you'll find that it's when you press a button, he swings his hammer, and it's very quick to respond. And so on the spectrum of action RPGs, it's closer to something like, say, a Zelda-type game than a Diablo. The gameplay is mostly skill-based, but you do advance and you do improve. We have experience that you gain, and as you level up, you can equip these things called spirits. And basically, they're kind of like passive upgrades. And each level you gain, you can equip another spirit.
Okay.
And also, we have upgradable weapons as well. And we have a bunch of different weapons in the game, and each one invites you to play in a different way. Each one has a slightly different mechanic for using it. It's pretty crazy. We've received a few nominations for being here at E3, and it's been pretty insane. We feel flattered to be nominated in company with such incredible games. You know, we have Batman right over there, and some other incredible, incredible games here that I can't wait to play myself. So it's really an honor to be nominated in company with those games.